Bonjour from Paris. We got here last night after our flight was delayed, but made it eventually. And I'm just back from my run. I did a lovely 12-kilometer run this morning, run to the Eiffel Tower and back, taking a few detours, stopping so many times to take photos. You would think that I'm discovering Paris for the first time when I used to live here, but this morning I was a proper tourist, and it's so nice to see the city all geared up for the Olympics. It's kind of why we're here actually. We left it too late to get any kind of tickets to go watch the athletics in the stadium, but one of the events that you can watch for free on the streets is the marathon. So we're going to be spectating the men's marathon tomorrow and the women's marathon Sunday. Of course, it isn't the most spectator friendly because it kind of like stretches out, but I'm hoping we can be able to see them twice. That would be already better than just once. So far today in Paris. After my morning run, I came across this vegan bakery, which obviously I had to try, so I grabbed us some breakfast there. Ben was basically working today, he had to take some calls, so he's been spending most of the day inside. Turns out my parents are in Paris today because they were going to see some water polo games at the Olympics, so I saw them for a coffee before they headed to the games. And this afternoon I walked around Paris, around my favorite areas, took a trip down memory lane. I went to Le Marais, which is my favorite neighborhood in Paris. It's also where I used to live. And I went to the street I used to live on. And on a day like this, where it's just summer vibes in Paris, like, oh, I wouldn't mind living in Paris again. Who knows? Maybe one day. You never know. And also it's so nice to see signs that the Olympics are happening here all over the city. Now I am in my running gear again. There is a Tracksmith shakeout run in Paris. It is originally because there's the Marathon pour tous, like the marathon for everyone, happening tomorrow evening, so it's a bit of a shakeout run. It's basically for the runners who are lucky enough to get an entry via the lottery, and they're going to do the exact marathon course as the Olympic runners. I would have loved to do that. Unfortunately, I found out too late because I wouldn't have done the marathon, but there's also a 10k course, and it would have been really cool to do the 10k course. It wasn't meant to be, but I thought I could at least take part in the shakeout. So yeah, that's the plan right now.
Straight down the road, we're going to turn right along the canal. We have a bunch of pacers with us today, so no one's going to get lost.
Just walking back to the flat now. That was a lovely run. As I always am before a group run, I was like, oh, should I go? Maybe I should just leave it. But I went, and I'm really glad I went because it was lovely, but oh, it is warm. Okay, it is Saturday morning. We got our runs done really early. I had a tempo session this morning. We are just finishing up, getting ready, and then we're gonna head over to the marathon course. It's gonna be a bit of an intense morning. So we saw the men at the start. And then we rushed alongside many other spectators to see them again between kilometer 4 and 5. Then it was a long walk along the Seine to the next spot. We had time to stop at a bakery as we were not going to see them until kilometer 39.
Seconds.
Oh wow, what a morning. I loved it, and even though we didn't see them a whole lot, it was so worth it just to experience it and also see the energy in the crowd, the spectators, the cheers, everything. I absolutely loved it, and I cannot wait for the women tomorrow. Now the only problem is that we need to leave at 10:30. We've got a train to catch at 11:15. I highly doubt we're going to be able to see the women 3 times, unless we do as Ben suggested. He came up with the idea that we see them together at the start of the course, and then Ben comes here, takes care of the checkout, and then I go towards kilometer 38, 39 to see the women again, and then we meet at the train station, which could work because Ben enjoys it, but he's not as bothered as I am. I am like really adamant I want to see the women as much as I can. So we'll just see, but we might end up doing this so I get to see them a little bit more. It's been another early start this morning to get our runs done before coming down to the course to watch the women's marathon today. So Ben actually ran a half marathon this morning and I just did a 10k, finishing the week on just shy of 75 kilometers of running, so not too bad. And on my run I saw them starting to set up the drink station for the marathon, and I also saw the aftermath of last night's Marathon pour tous. They had a lot of cleaning up to do on the streets. Right, so now we're gonna watch some speedy women. We managed to see the women twice in the first few kilometers, and then Ben went back to the flat whilst I walked all the way to kilometer 39 to see them again before we had to leave. It is now a few days later. I need to outro this video so I can post it. So we're still in France, but we traveled from Paris to my parents. We're spending a few days here before flying back to the UK later this week. I am so glad that we went to Paris and we got to experience a little bit of the Olympic Games. It was a last-minute decision, but so worth it. I think I would have regretted not doing it because, well, the games this year were in my home country, so it was really cool to experience that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you are in the 70% of viewers who are not subscribed to my channel, come on, you know what to do. Please, it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!